to Athletics LLC with Lamar, Lucius, Big League Chew, and my man Clyde, and the governor. You're about to be schooled in all things track and field. This is experience. Yes, sir. We are talking past, present, future. Y'all listen up. Let's go.
And we're back for another fun episode. 37 minutes later, you know, one of these days I'll secretly record from like my phone.
No,
off
you
camera.
won't.
No, you can't. You can't do
I'm
it.
kidding. I wouldn't.
I'm going on record.
But
I'll be the first. Please don't.
You will not become.
Do it.
You will not become the Antonio Brown of the LLC.
No,
you will not.
Well, one of these days, well, I guess we have let you guys privy to the pre-conversations and the post-conversations. But Athletics LLC, back again, going into our fourth year, or starting our fourth year. And this is just like COVID 2020. It really is. So this night's going to not be any different than before. We've got a lot of great topics. Let's start by saying hi to everyone. The governor, you must be cool out there in Texas, huh?
We got a sprinkle tonight and some lightning and some thunder, and it was kind of like, you know, it's just kind of like laughing at us. It has been miserable, absolutely miserable for the last 10 days. And they're saying we have to expect another week of this high pressure system that is like immovable right now. But we keep it rolling. So
yep.
Hey, at least they decided to piss on you in the middle of it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Wow.
I was so sweaty at practice. I had to go home and shower because it looked like I had already stepped in the water with my shirt on and clothes. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sharks don't retire. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm spectacular. Today has been one of the I think I can do all things kind of days, and it's been pretty good. So love it.
You're smiling. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, and you are beaming. Sharks don't. You are actually beaming. Like your face, the energy is there, man. You're glowing a bit.
Sharks always beam after they just ate.
Oh, okay. Amen to that.
After they what?
Why in the world are you gassing this dude up? Why?
I have spent
gassing this dude up.
For the record, I mean, I've probably spent 31 years doing this to this young man. So you'll have to excuse me. We
tremendous, the greatest thing ever. The Kareem and Chris show is never to be missed.
Absolutely.
All right, stop the madness.
Yes,
Clyde, how are you tonight, sir?
First of all, coming to me is never stopping the madness. Pre-show shenanigans are epic, and that's all I gotta say. My bad. My bad, man. My bad.
All right, last but never, ever least, Sir Lucius, how are you tonight, sir?
I am outstanding. You know, never as good as this crew, but I'm working at that. So that gives me something to work towards every day. But doing very well. And Big League, how are you tonight?
I'm well. It was
good.
A relaxing day. Not really relaxing, but whatever.
Yeah.
But here we go. All right, cannonball into the first pool. We got an email today, and that email let us know that the Bowerman women have been announced.
No.
That will be to follow, or part of.
The semi-finalists.
Semi-finalists, there you go. I couldn't think of the word. So here we go. Going into what December, when we're either all really happy in December or we're all throwing shots at the alphabet crew to get it right again. So, who makes your, and we'll use Sharks Don't Retire's word, even though none of us know what it means. Who's on your Bowerman Dais, gentlemen?
Men or women?
Let's start with the women first.
If I go first here, can I not go first on the men?
Absolutely.
All right. So first of all, much like the NBA should do, the postseason matters, and you gotta kind of wait till everything settles to make sense of it all. Going into the NCAAs, the Bowerman women looked very, very complicated and convoluted, and everybody was convinced that somehow, some way, at least one extremely deserving woman was going to be left off the stage. And then nationals happened, and to me, it seemed pretty simple now. So, the stage, the dais, better have Jasmine Moore on it. Okay, it better have Juju on it. And if you want to argue over the third, I'll start that off. I'm going to say that Juju is clearly the winner, but the third seat on stage should go to a young lady from Arkansas that doesn't run the long hurdles, runs the short hurdles. It should go to Akira Nugent. Indoor NCAA champion and record holder, took down the record holder to win. Outdoor NCAA champion, took down the collegiate record holder to win. Would have been a collegiate record, but the Texas Winds didn't, play ball. It's Akira Nugent, and I'm happy to listen to the rest, but that's my dais.
I hear you loud and clear, but I'm gonna go with, call it convention. I'm gonna say it's Juju, clearly, Jasmine Moore, and it will be Britton Wilson. Britton Wilson will get a seat at the show.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Did the governor just change the subject? We didn't say who it's gonna be. We're asking who we think should be, sir.
Who you think should be? See, he beat me to it. See, you do that. We're not. This isn't the prediction show, which you got clubbed on, by the way. So stop your predictions. And who do you think should be?
Who you think? The governor?
I don't know what the dais is, but who's gonna be on the dais?
That is who
do you think believe? Who do you believe? Who do you believe belongs?
I believe those three belong on.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yes. And I can say that with my
I think you did. No, you
didn't.
You didn't say it with your chest just now. Now you want to change it. But anyway, so Sharks, do you want to go next?
Sure.
I mean, I can go. Since we're sticking our chest out on things, I can go.
No, I want to be non-thinking when I just sit here and listen to you with your chest out. Listen, I try as best I can to never, ever agree with Clyde. I think that is documented at this point. But everybody that for sure I was prepared to come rant and rave about how they should have a seat just fumbled the bag. Come on. Destin loses? Nobody. And I'd be nobody picked that, right? Because that was all right. So if other people fumble, there's my third spot. Yeah, no. So, at the end of the day, you just have to go back to who do you now have to consider? And I mean, Clyde said it very succinctly. Akira Nugent has won the things that most matter, the indoor and outdoor NCAA championships. She will, of course, be joined by she who almost never loses in Jasmine Moore, and she who has forgotten how to lose in Juju. So I don't think the voting, unfortunately, is going to be close. I'm not sure it's going to be unanimous, but Juju's going to win.
Okay, so again, I'm not one to agree with Clyde either. We've had some epic disagreements on the show. But Governor, you're delusional.
Yeah.
Okay. There has never been a non-NCAA champion on the dais, ever.
Okay.
Right? And she not only lost once, but she lost twice. And I'm not going to get into what she should have did or didn't do it, but what was built up as this epic attempt was greatly deflated. Okay. Someone who I think, okay, so I'm going with Juju, I'm going with my girl Jazzy, and then as I have a hard time not agreeing with Clyde. I do think somebody that should get consideration is Rashida. She's second indoors, 49-20 outdoors. But I do think that Nugent's collegiate record, winning it indoors, winning it outdoors, and she didn't just win it outdoors, she curb stomped them, right? I mean, clearly. And, you know, Caitlin shot herself in the foot. Britton shot herself in the foot. You just don't get on that stage without having at least one NCAA title outdoors. Just doesn't happen. So those are my three as well.
I do want to petition for there being a relay.
Stop it. Stop it.
They wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
Stop it.
They would just implode.
I mean, if you're going to petition for the Texas women's 4x1, then you may as well make the whole day as Texas, which we ain't here for that.
I mean, okay.
So for the record, dais as defined is a noun. It's seats of honor or a throne. So now we are all better.
Thank you, Big League.
Yes.
Look at us just educating everybody.
I mean, I refuse to.
So because he stuck his chest out so wide and proud with his nonsense, I think the governor should go first for the men.
I agree.
No problem.
Yes.
Well, no problem. Oh, he's ready. Look, he's rocking back in his chair. He's ready.
Look, get the Birdman hand rub.
Okay, Governor, what you got, baby?
The men is a mess, by the way. It's a mess.
Yeah, it is.
It is a mess. I think Hibbert is a clear favorite in my opinion. After that, it gets quite dicey. Alekna fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
Garland fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
Why isn't Leo on this list?
Because he had one amazing day.
One day. Okay.
Or two, technically, if you look at it that way.
So you can put Leo on your list, though.
Yeah, you can put Leo on your list. You can, but you can say who you think deserves to be there. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm not. You see, you know, for a guy that's intelligent as you are, we have the issues with little things, don't we?
Oh yeah. Well, it's one of those things
the
where
things that crush you every time, man.
I'm just.
What's going on?
Yeah. You know what it probably is? I spend so much time focusing on the little details.
Mm-hmm.
When the big picture comes up, I'm just like, really? Like, what did I miss here?
Yeah.
Man. Termson fumbled the bag, did he not?
Who?
The Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was some bag fumbling, that's for sure.
One's fumbled the bag. I don't even know. And you have to excuse me. Did Hamilton win or did Jacobs win at NCAAs?
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, sir. Pick three. Find a hat, pull them out.
So essentially,
right. You got the one that we're all gonna say. We need the other two.
I honestly don't know. I really don't.
So you're just leaving empty chairs?
I might be with him when it comes to my turn because I'm not sure I'm putting the other two either.
Jacob,
I got two. I just don't have a third.
Yes, that's where I'm at. I'm stuck.
No, it's not because you don't have two.
You have one. You said Hibbert and the Pips.
No, he's not even the Pips. Hibbert He said Hibbert in the chair.
No, I said Hibbert and Leo.
Oh, okay, so Leo's on.
Oh, so Leo's on for you.
I'm putting Leo on there.
Okay.
We all know that's not what he said, but now he said it.
No, not at all. But he said it inside his own head.
He talked himself into it. He stumbled into it.
Oh man. I have to go with I'll go with Duncan Hamilton from Montana State.
Okay, awesome.
I feel terrible. I don't even know who that is.
I know. I'll Google it for us. Everybody's yelling at us right now on their screen. They're literally.
I'm sorry. I assume it's a distance runner. I don't know who that is. So I'm going.
Distance runner.
I'm going to throw two and defer for now. Obviously, Mr. Hibbert is on the dais, and for my money, Mr. Hibbert should win. After that, I believe that Kai Robinson belongs on the dais.
Yes.
Now, I got nothing for you on the third. I know there has to be three, but splitting these very all over the place hairs is difficult. And it's not like splitting hairs because everybody's awesome. Like there were so many bags fumbled. You are muted, Sharks. You are muted.
So many.
Like it's really hard. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna give you three. I'm not punting on the third, but those are my two.
I'm gonna go. I mean, Hibbert, hands down. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how. Let's be real here. There's no way a guy that won the 5 and the 10 is not going to be on the stage, right? He's going to be on the stage.
All right,
right? And he belongs there. Okay.
I know who my third is now. Sorry.
Is it Kai Robinson?
No.
Okay, and so my struggle from here is it's interesting. Like you said, some of the big boys, like Aiden Owens, bag thrown away. They didn't fumble; they threw it away. Garland fumbled the bag. So the two that I think have to be strongly considered now are Mr. Lindsey from Texas Tech, because he won the 1 and was second in the 2. Mm-hmm. And then Turner Washington, who won the discus and was second in the shot.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go with Courtney, just because of the quality of his marks. The 989 and 1980 something. But Turner with a big asterisk of maybe he should be at least standing off to the side. Maybe he can take his shirt off again for us. Yeah.
So my official third is Jordan Geist having won indoor and outdoor shot and getting third in the hammer. That's my third.
Okay.
I mean, that's cute. But I appreciate the fact that you're letting our audience know that we know more field eventers, which is wonderful. I was upset at the results of the men's meet because we lost an opportunity that will never, ever happen again. If things had gone according to Hoyle, we could have actually had 3 field eventers. But we're never going to get this close again, right? And bags were fumbled. Mm-hmm. Listen, deserves to be on the list and is going to win, Mr. Hibbert. Mm-hmm. Probably deserves to be on the list and is definitely going to be is our double 5K, 10K winner. Now, here's the reality. The third chair should either be 1 chair for Leo or 4 chairs for the 257 crew. I said it before, and I have to ride. Listen, if you get 4 people to break the collegiate record twice and go undefeated, I'm sorry, that's not just a nothing. And 257 is way too stupid for anybody to not acknowledge. And let's be clear, the fact that somebody else ran 257 is also wild and esoteric, because you can't run 257 with 4 college dudes and lose, and it happened. So my dais will have to be Leo. I can never remember the 5K, 10K winner's name. My brain is. It's because he goes. It was a joke. It's because he goes to that other school. And
I get it now.
See, there you go. And Mr. Hibbert is going to win because the bag fumbling has now eliminated, I think, almost all real drama.
You know what? I like the Turner Washington returning to the dais feel.
I do like that.
I like that. So I will roll with Turner Washington coming back. He ain't gonna win, but bring him back. He deserves to be brought back.
I mean, could you imagine if Kyle had won and Alekna had won?
Yeah.
For real, we would have had a shot at 3 field eventers. Probably
now,
still wouldn't have
I don't know
got
who
it.
this we is because you're the only one rooting for that. But
Of course I'm rooting for that. We still wouldn't have got it because you win the 5
So
and the 10.
I would like
Lucius's
to know,
point, right?
I have a
You're
question.
going to be on the dais.
I have a question. 10 events in a day.
Yes.
How many of them are field events?
6.
Oh.
No, 4. Jesus Christ, I can't count. No, I was right. 6.
Field event, 6.
6.
So why is it considered a field event when there's 4 running events in it?
Because whoever decided to categorize it is just lazy because it's a combined event. Mm-hmm. It has its own category.
But you always call it a field event. So are you that lazy person that did this?
No. I don't call it a field event.
You just did. You just said we could have 3 field events on there, and you said time.
Lucius, you know what it's like.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Well, because it clearly is not a running event. But anyway.
No, so Lucius, you know what this is like? If you are white and black, you are black, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So, the one
well played, sir.
Sure.
There you go.
Well played.
There you go.
The governor
That was
strikes again.
See, that's his retaliation for saying that he doesn't pick up on things.
Oh no! Look. Let's be
kidding.
clear on something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Kirk Kareem Street Thompson is one of the smartest human beings I've ever laid eyes on. But he has these moments where I'm like, are you in the room with us, dude? Like, it's like Earth to Kareem. Come in, Kareem.
He needed a quick-witted moment off of the
He's
very
back
slow
now, but
moment.
we all know that there are times when he just goes out. We're like, where you been, dog? Like, we've been here in the room. You like left us for a while. So.
Wow.
That was funny.
Yes. Okay. Now we continue.
I know, right?
Yes. What we got next? What we got next?
All right. Next on the list. Who are your peoples who will make the U.S. team in the 100, male and female?
Ooh, man. Okay. So wow. So I think I'll take this one on. So I think that as long as she is in her right mind and focused, nobody's beating Sha'Carri. It's just not happening, right? I'm a huge Tamari Davis fan. The fact that she went to high school with my son might have something to do with that, but love me some Tamari. I think, and I think she's there. And then I'm kind of stuck. I don't know. Is it Aaliyah? Is it one? You know what I'm saying? Like, does a college girl show up? Does Melissa Jefferson figure it out? So I'm gonna pull a Clyde now. I'm gonna get back to y'all later with my third picks. I don't know, but those are my first 2. Does Abby figure it out again? Because she hadn't figured it out to this point.
You said the 100, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just making sure. I'll go. I'll be quick. Hobbs, Davis, Richardson.
I'll say Sha'Carri, I'll say Aaliyah, and I will say Tamari. Those are my 3.
I'm going to say it better be Davis, Hobbs, and Richardson. It better be, because
hold on.
Let's be clear about something. Let's be clear. The number, you know who the number 4 U.S. woman is right now?
Shanti Jackson.
It's Shanti Jackson.
Yep.
So it better be the 3 professionals.
Yeah.
It better be. Because, I mean, after those 3, we're talking about Shanti. Morlikay's on there, and I think she's the sleeper because she's been running really, really well.
And she's with
Bobby,
the magician.
Always
She's
likes to
Bobby,
piss somebody off.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, you have Jason Shears, you have Ezine Abba, you got Chandler, you got Mackenzie Long, Micaiah Briscoe. Like, if it ain't y'all 3, something's very, very wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on one second. And this is me because I don't know. This is like my first go around and actually paying attention at this part of it.
So before you said it, let me say that you and Kareem take visits to the same planet on certain occasions.
Definitely. I'm looking at the status of entries for USATF. Aaliyah Hobbs isn't on this list.
There's plenty of time.
They're not doing to the 27th. So
yeah, 27th.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the college coach in me, because I'm like, it's the 21st.
Right.
There will be college people that pop up.
No, that's not the college coach in you. That's the chew in you.
Yes.
I'm sitting here and I'm like,
because trust me, you've run track meets before, and the entry deadline is Thursday at noon, and Thursday at 12:01. Hey, I missed the deadline.
Right.
Yeah. So
Friday.
And then there'll be mythical people that pop up on Saturday.
Right.
USATF allows shenanigans.
Yep. Excuse me.
Very interesting list so far.
EP, what you got? Okay, my bad. I apologize.
No, you're good.
So men?
Yes.
I'm not going first on that one. No chance.
The EP ain't going first tonight.
Oh gosh.
Okay. I don't know that I've seen anything different. So we don't have to include Fred, right?
No, because he's not going to run it.
Okay. So I'm going to say that Coleman, Noah, you know what? I got to ride with my guy. Coleman, Noah, and Marvin.
I say Coleman, Noah, and Bromell.
I say Coleman, Noah, and Charleston.
Ooh.
Charleston might win the whole thing.
Ho. Shots fired, baby.
Wow.
So on the Charleston issue, and forgive my ignorance, I haven't been paying attention. Who is coaching Mr. Charleston?
Alan Johnson.
I love it.
And I'll say I love the sleeper pick for sure. Because to Sir Lucius's point, he's not really a sleeper anymore.
He's been running well all year long.
Yes.
He's been running well all year long.
And the thing that that Sir Lucius has tapped into is that it's when you see them go overseas and run sub 10, and it, in a lot of respects, it doesn't even matter where it is. The fact you go out there and do it over there, that means that you are ready to run on home soil really fast. That is always the case.
Yeah, I like the Charleston pick. I do. I like it. I just don't see how Christian doesn't make the team. He's got too much to run for right now. So Coleman, Charleston, and Noah's just crazy enough to figure it out. I'll take Noah.
I don't even I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think he has to figure it out. If you look at the way he's running, the way he is closing, there just aren't enough guys to stay in front of him long enough.
Yeah.
No, and what I mean by figure it out is figure out a way to be close enough to use that second half to get up to second or third. Like that's, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to ever bet against Noah because Noah is the ultimate competitor, and there's no denying that Lance knows what the heck he's doing to get him ready.
Yeah.
You know, because we remember Noah has been the USA champion before. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got guys like, you know, is Ronnie Baker going to figure it out? Is Bromell going to figure it out? Is Bracey going to figure it out? You know, do Courtney Lindsay and PJ Austin show up and be anywhere close to what they were at the NCAA? You know, because if they both show up and they're just 9.95, 9.96 guys, they're in the mix, right? Mm-hmm. They don't have to be 9.89. If they're 9.89, heck, they're really in the mix. But if they're 9.9 in the middle, they're in the mix.
Yeah, this is definitely these two are definitely not ones that you would put a lot of money on your picks.
And here's one that you have to factor in because he's done it the last 2 years. Makai Williams, I always mess up his name. Makai Williams is going to be a factor because he always runs well in this meet at home.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Always.
Oh yeah, I have Williams in the final for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, we've made some educated decisions and educated guesses.
Okay.
So now let's talk about a little more chaotic things, not as prescribed or linear per se. We have a thing that someone has bought a roll of quarters for and started this carousel. And this coaching carousel is, someone said to me the other day, nothing's really happening right now.
Oh, that's nonsense.
And what I said was, there are things happening. This is my response, was that there are things happening at the top right now that is going to make everything under it go into a blender. But
I'll say this. The only thing crazier than the coaching carousel every year are the rumored things that will happen in the coaching carousel every year. And we don't
That's
get into
a fun game to play.
Right. Now we don't get into the rumors on camera for the show, but off the camera, it's wild. But I will say, honestly, a thing that I really didn't see coming that directly affects, my world and I'm very interested to see play out is, congratulations to what arguably was one of the you could argue was the most coveted job of the early cycle, which was Louisville. Joe Franklin is leaving his long tenure at New Mexico and heading off to Louisville, which is going to cause tremendous amount of chaos across the board. Who stays? Who does he bring with him? Totally shifts situations in the Mountain West. And the Mountain West has had a lot of action because Carmelita Jeter has left USC and is now the director of track and field at UNLV, which again begats much more chaos and positions to be filled and positions to be hired. So I don't know who thinks there's not a lot going on. There's a whole lot going
on. Yes. There's always a whole lot going on when a whole staff has to be hired, right? And so, let's just do simple math. If the head coach of New Mexico leaves to take the head job at Louisville, he either has to hire a staff or he's bringing his whole staff or there's some pieces of it, which means that staff and this place that he just left have to be filled, right? You already mentioned, Miss Jeter, and there's, there are multiple positions in that general realm, right? But look, first of all, I'm not going to stand, but a standing ovation to one of the greatest track and field coaches and track and field careers ever, in one Mr. Curtis Fry.
Absolutely.
And honest to God, good luck to whoever replaces him. Because look, winning a national championship is really hard. I think we all agree with that, right? But knowing what we now know,
1%.
winning a national championship at the University of South Carolina has literally only been done 3 times. Twice in baseball, right? once in track, and it was done in track first.
You are about to get clubbed.
Disrespectful.
South Carolina women's basketball, sir?
Women's basketball. My bad. my brain is so locked in on this track
so I
that I did.
went off to said planet as well.
God. And it's bad because I forgot about my girl Dawn. You know, that's my
disrespect.
Sharks don't retire. Welcome.
Sharks.
To his point.
Let's commemorate. Let's talk, man. Let's talk.
That winning a national championship at the University of South Carolina is incredibly difficult.
To his point, Curtis did it first. He did it before anybody.
Yes, he did.
He did it first. And someone is going to get that job and cause a ripple somewhere else. And they are going to then have to fill in their staff one way or the other, whether keep, retain, however that works. But for whoever it is that ever thought there wasn't going to be a lot of this going on at this time of year, they just don't pay attention.
Anytime there's a chair in the SEC open, chaos is the time.
No, I think
there's another dollar about to be put in there.
You know, there's been a report that Mr. Vaught at Virginia Tech has retired, or resigned, I should say. And, you know, kudos to Tim and the wonderful job he did there. You know, you can count on him to have somebody come out of nowhere, Colbeck, 993, right? I mean, that's what Tim did, you know. So, you know, great career for him. And, you know, that means there's a job at Virginia Tech. And, you know, we also have to, you know, give our respects to Sean Jackson and John Kennison, who are no longer at TCU, that there's 2 openings there. And, you know, also there's a jumps job at USC. Yeah. The Indiana, half of their staff got let go. You know, so there's a lot of jobs out there. And then also there's
at UCLA and USC. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So no, it's
just say that again one time so you can hear yourself say that. Sprint job open at UCLA and USC.
And USC.
Yes.
As well as jumps
UCLA and USC. That is just
as well wild. As jumps at USC, yeah.
And whoever it is about to make their foray into the Big Ten. So
yes, they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see UCLA and USC athletes competing in the Big Ten championship in Iowa.
Again, to all the Big Ten fans and Big Ten, what do you call it, administrators? You're bringing the LA crew in. Just move the track meet to Mount Sac and leave it there.
Never gonna happen.
Just do it.
Never gonna happen.
They had a central
waste of words.
Hey, they had a central location for indoor. They should have that one. No one will complain. No one.
Man,
but,
no chance.
So I have 2 situations that I think I know will not get a lot of attention, but I think are very, very interesting. The first one is that Mark Robinson has retired from BYU after 38 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I saw that.
Big shoot.
That is a sleepy big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a really
especially in the era now where people who have money and choose to do so can hire as many people as they want. Yep. BYU is going to be interesting.
And BYU is moving to the Big 12.
Yes, they are.
Good luck with that.
Reminding me.
And then the other one from Ivy League world, Miss Amber Williams, who has done a phenomenal job at Columbia, left the Ivy League and Division I to take the Pomona Pitzer director of track and field job in Southern California. Dope move. I'm super proud of her. Love Amber. Congrats, girl. Good job.
Just want to say for the record, she wins for prettiest track and field venue in the entire country.
Oh, if you haven't been there, you better go see it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
For the record, the boy is double fisting picky bars.
Let's go.
So,
Hi.
Who here on the panel is willing to go on record that we're in for another long-winded protracted
Absolutely.
coaches.
This thing will be spinning until November.
There you go.
If not longer.
I
Absolutely.
mean, it shouldn't be. That's so bad, but it's true. It'll happen.
Well, see, and the problem you have is like, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of, like we talked about in the pre-show, a lot of rumors out there, right? So there's a lot of things that are about to go on. Then also remember there's these, as Clyde just alluded to, these additional positions people can now hire for as well.
Yep.
So there's gonna be a lot of spinning going on, guys, a whole lot. And it's gonna be interesting. And it'll be interesting to see who hires who and what staffs are put together. Obviously South Carolina's got to hire, and because the league they're in, they got to hire somebody that's got to elevate right away, right? It's not going to be easy following Joe Franklin. Joe was very successful there, right?
Listen.
In her short time at USC, Jeter did a great job.
Yep.
Especially with that women's group, and then we forget that she coached the national championship 4x1 last year, right? So that's going to be the other thing that's going to be interesting to see is who hires and how they try to elevate, because nobody brings in a new coach for the program to stay as it was. Right? So
my question is, how are the Albuquerque meets going to run?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whoever gets that job, you better call Joe and keep that racket running.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, I know the city helps a lot, but like management wise, geez. Yeah. Like we started to put our schedule together, and the February 4th, 5th came up, and I was like, let's look first. It's gonna be.
Oh, they're still going. They make too much money. They're gonna have those meets.
Yeah. No, I know, but
they're gonna have the meets. But I'm just saying, the way they were having the meets was genius as far as financials. You better keep that thing going.
Oof. I'm sure there are more, and we'll keep spinning, and the horses will keep going up and down. I know there are some that we can't talk about yet, so just wait.
The Louisville meets are gonna get more expensive. I'll tell y'all that.
Ain't nobody going to Louisville to run. Oh, out indoors they might. No, you.
That's what I'm talking about. Indoors,
yeah.
Indoors they might.
I feel that's part of the reason. Develop those meets, and then you can retire after that one.
You want me to open it for you?
All right. So, moving on to Would You Rather. Sir Lucius, the dial has come back to you.
Let's do it.
All right. Would you rather? These are going off the cuff. I'm not gonna lie, because I was so intrigued by this.
Oh boy!
I know. Boy. So I'll try to put the filter on. Would you rather, just based off our most recent conversation, would you rather be the meat director or the person who orders the food for the meat?
Meat director.
Really?
Mm-hmm. See, I can run a track meet. This ordering food stuff, then I have a hard enough time ordering food for myself. You guys have been out to eat with me, and I'm like, the basic, simple, no, not ordering for the masses. So no.
Oh my gosh, that was really funny. Really, really funny.
Look, and let's be real. We all get ready to go out to eat. Let's find some place where Lucius can get a hamburger, right? Because if not, we got issues, right?
Would you rather play a game of kickball or ultimate frisbee?
Open a what?
Ultimate frisbee.
Ultimate frisbee. Kickball.
Would you rather use a stopwatch, like a physical beep beep, or your phone?
Stopwatch.
Okay, I have to. You're going to tell yourself. Do you ever use your phone to keep time?
No.
Okay. Just proving a point.
Never. What point are you proving? The phone's a phone. It's for talking. It's not for timing.
Here's what she's proving. Here's what she's proving. Because we've all done that because we've forgotten our stopwatch. You have people bring stopwatches.
Oh,
So therefore, you don't have to
I
use the phone.
don't leave my office without my stopwatches.
But
Two
if
in
you
this pocket,
did,
one in this one. If I did, yeah, somebody go get it from me. You're right.
And Clyde, I'm sure sharks don't retire. You've seen it. But Clyde, I don't know if you've seen the preparation that happens before Sir Lucius actually walks onto his territory. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. It's
inspiring.
Magnificent. It's magnificent.
Inspiring as well.
All that's missing is the guy that used to put the cape over James Brown. Like, that's all that's missing.
You was asking me questions and you guys are being rude again.
My bad. I hijacked the segment. My bad.
You got the snack bringer. You got the water checker.
God.
And then
There's
once you get
a lot
outside,
of jobs in Florida. There's a lot of jobs.
Once you get outside, you got the chair bringer, the umbrella bringer.
Man. And they're all frozen until he walks out. It's like when he walks out and he goes, "All right, let's go."
You guys are gonna pay for this. I don't know how just yet, but you're gonna pay for it.
Oh man.
Oh, would you rather walk or get into your car with the music too loud or with a car too hot?
Music too loud. I can turn the music down right away. It takes a while to cool off. It's Florida. I get in my car and it says 112 or something. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, look, I am notorious for starting my car and standing outside for a few minutes because it's cooler out here than it is in there. So,
that's why you need to test it. You could just set the temperature on your phone before you get to the car.
Oh my God.
Oh, I cannot.
Oh my goodness.
One of my favorite features.
Wait, so does it stay that temperature all the time, or is that what the temperature is when it starts?
No, so like you're in Texas right now, it's 500 degrees, you're leaving practice. You got a 5-minute walk to the car, you could just set it and it will be a nice 64 when you step in.
Wow.
You could believe that if you want.
It's true.
Let me tell you something. You're not cooling no car in Texas from 100 to 64 in 5 minutes.
Not in 5 minutes.
I believe you'll cool it, just not in 5 minutes.
I mean, it'll be cooler, but not to 64. But
I heard him say, "Bring it to Texas and show us."
Right. For sure.
All right, I'm done. That one threw me off. So, your guys' turn. Questions are yours.
All right, I'm going first. Sir Lucius, I know you very well. When you became the head coach at the University of Florida, that was a long time ago. I know you don't.
Oh my
remember
gosh! Look, why does he say that to you?
Because that's my guy. I'm sure that you started somewhere with a list of things you wanted to accomplish. Is there anything on that list that still remains unaccomplished?
yes. And actually, no, not on that list, but I added to the list. But the initial list, I've accomplished everything on the list. I have.
Would you care to share what has yet to be accomplished? You don't have to. Just ask if you care to share.
Women's national championship in cross country.
Everybody's on notice.
Chew.
It's happening.
Don't help these guys.
I mean, hold on. Y'all saw the Gator he just signed, right? Just saying. Pay attention to social media.
I mean, Caitlin Tui didn't win the 5K.
Just saying.
Would you rather?
Man. Oh boy. Gotta think about this now.
Okay, while you're thinking.
Yes, go ahead.
And since Sir Lucius is not a part of the Team USA staff for Budapest, that is correct?
For once.
Would you rather coach this year's Team USA 4x1 women or men?
I'd rather coach the men because I think the men are going to be underdogs going into the meet. I want to pull the upset.
All right. Would you rather host the NCAA meet at your place, or would you rather do it at Texas again?
Ooh, Texas. Texas. I want no part of that monstrosity on my campus. No part. None. And everything that goes wrong is my fault. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go to Texas and they can blame everything on Edric. I'm good. I want no parts of that.
That was a loaded question. So
and we compete well in Austin. I'll go to Austin anytime.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So we're heartbeat props now.
Did Clyde ask you a question?
He did.
He did. Yeah.
Oh, I checked out. Sorry.
You went to that
Welcome
place.
back to Earth, Chew.
Hey, Chew, I got a seat right here. Come on.
Yeah.
Right here, Chew. Come on.
We got to figure out what planet you guys leave and go to, because it's very interesting. Clearly, more interesting than we are. So.
Oh my gosh! No, I literally checked. I don't know where I was.
Oh, we know.
Yes.
We know.
Heartbeat props. We'll go do that. Maybe it's my next mental counselor. I don't know.
I'll go first quickly. Mine's Curtis Fry. No, I mean we could probably do a blanket one for him tonight, but if you guys got other stuff from me, but what Curtis did for the sport, what Curtis meant to the sport, the number of men and women that he mentored, not just as athletes but as coaches, just standing ovation for him in his career, the number of lives that he touched. And I agree that from the outside looking in, there are going to be people who think it's going to be an easy job to go in there and replace him, until whoever decides when they sit behind that desk, they're going to realize they're trying to replace an icon. And, not just an incredible coach, incredible father, incredible husband, and absolutely incredible human being.
No, that's where mine was. As an alumni of that program, replacing a legend is almost impossible. And there will not be many careers in this particular industry that have an opportunity to surpass what Curtis Fry's has been. I've already in the Hall of Fame and well deserved on that. Absolute legend. And that crew has been there. Him and his crew have been there for 20 something years. If you want any lessons in loyalty, that's a place that you could model that after. I learned a lot in my time there. A lot of the things that make me the coach I am today, I learned in one way or another from that program. And so, a well-deserved retirement and the end of a phenomenal career. And as an alumni of the program, I'm extremely interested to see who's going to be following Mr. Fry. And so, happy retirement, sir. Well deserved. Job well done.
Heartbeat props to the athletes that are still on college campuses, that are still trying to make USA teams, that are still grinding away. All of us, Sharks don't retire, Clyde, we've been there, and it is by far the loneliest time because there's no one there, right? And you've come off of the NCAAs, which is the biggest collegiate meet, and now you have to focus on running against another level of competition. For those that are younger, you're trying to run against the best freshmen, best high schoolers to make the U20 team. And staying focused isn't the easiest thing to do at this point. And that's the part that, you know, you would hope that the athletes that are going through this, it adds another level of maturity going into 2024. You know, but it can go both ways. I mean, so heartbeat props to those athletes that are sticking it out. Stay in it mentally, physically, trust your coaches, and, you know, let's see what happens in the next 2 weeks.
Well said, sir. We have 7 freshmen hanging out and trying to get to July. And trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's a lot.
To the governor's point, one of the hardest practices you'll ever have is the first one after the NCAA.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the hardest practices you'll ever have. I'm gonna sort of kind of double up on heartbeat props just because I would be remiss if I didn't also jump on the Curtis Fry is amazing bandwagon, because I was blessed enough to have Coach Fry as one of the coaches for my junior team in a long time ago. And I later ended up, you know, also being able to call him my frat brother. So Coach Fry has meant a lot to me for a very long time. And I definitely not going to repeat any of the wonderful things y'all have already said. I just wanted to also jump on that bandwagon. But I must bring to the forefront something that I just think is awesome and amazing. For those of you who aren't out on the West Coast and in the high school scene, you don't know who Jamal Cooks is, but he's the coach of CA Track Club. He's a track coach at Bishop O'Dowd, right? That's what he does. That's what most people in the track world in the West know him as. But what they don't understand is he has an undergraduate degree from Berkeley. He has a master's and a doctorate from the University of Michigan. And he was just today named the president of Chabot College and is now an absolute icon and industry leader in education. And for that, he needs to be applauded and lauded. And if you didn't know these things about him and you do live on the West Coast, when you see him, give him the same dap you would have given him. But just understand that when you're done with all your track practices, that dude's running a school. And that's amazing. And I give him one of these.
Standing. Congrats, Cooks. That's dope.
That is dope.
Mine heartbeat props go out to the parents who are bringing their kids to camps and sometimes enduring the heat that the kids are going through. Sometimes just dropping them off and then running back to grab them in time and not to be the last camper on site. But especially the ones who are going hours away and hoteling it or Airbnb-ing it for a week or whatever the duration of time is, so that their mini athletes, their growing athlete, developing athletes are getting an experience that can last a lifetime, whether it's because it matures into something great in their career or just a life experiment or social experiment. So kudos to you all, because it's not easy. Sometimes it's not fun at all, but it's worth the smile, the look, and the experience for our young kids and growing kids to have. So kudos to you all. But with that, we have successfully had a well-timed show, gentlemen. So good job on that part. But till we do this again next week, everyone have a great week. Keep your ear to the wire because things are happening. And other than that, we've got some great track going on this weekend. So have fun, and we'll come back and talk about it next week. Bye, everyone.
When the lights come on, the road just get to running. When the mics come on, opponents smash the plumbing. Heard you like it warm, hot, knife the butter. Truth pin them hard, knock them off that rebuttal. Tsunami, tidal wave to your puddle. Tough love punch you in the arms, little brothers. Athletics LLC, there's no others. Track the fields, placing repeal to go further. Hey, Wile E. Coyote, it's road runners. Feels like you know us, you've been with us the whole summer. If not for this quarantine, these four corners wouldn't be here, but we here, so start learning. You gotta earn your stripes, gotta get your scars. Show you how to fight, but show us who you are. You lack experience, but still you wanna talk. And who is actually talking to you? Circle's kinda small. Heads prevail when the backbone's strong. Gotta keep it coming, no, it won't last long. Pass or fail, then sell the sad song. And if you don't check yourself, then that's wrong. Just trying to give you the real that you asked for. So why you keep cutting us off to ask more? We put it in slow-mo, but you fast forward. Athletics LLC, the task force.